International break just passed. Got his first goal against Lesotho, his first goal for his country, and Julie followed it up with a second away to Benin. Eric Tinkler is going to make the first move here off the bench. Half of this Nedbank Cup, and of course, which is not too much of a surprise when you consider the opposition that they've faced so far in the Nedbank Cup. Anyway, pretend as if we've got everything. This SEKHUKHUNE is only their second appearance in the quarterfinal. The last appearance in the quarterfinals, they went all the way to the final. Good as well in the league, of course. A very comfortable lead, albeit that they've played a few more matches. I also wonder about how much those exertions of the first half with the pressing game that they were playing, how much that would have taken out of them as well, with him, Shaman.
And take into account as well that we spoke about how it's been buckling down in Gauteng, and the field is very soft, wet and soft, so that normally takes quite a bit from the players' legs. So yes, they've been chasing quite a bit as far as the high press is concerned, so you could expect some of those legs to start cramping later on in the second half. Even without the cramping, it just gets heavy. Just everything, the runs just get slower, the reaction gets slower, and maybe that way Sundowns might profit from.
For him, I'm looking to pass that into the net. You see, was like looking for placement.
Yes, from such a distance though. But with the goalkeeper's obviously blocked, his side blocked from seeing the ball. There's just a lot of forest of legs in front of him. You lose the focus on your ability to attack, and here I think he just had to do his bit here and helping the team defend better, but that compromised his attacking prowess.
SEKHUKHUNE.
If I'm not mistaken, I remember him at the Golden Arrows as well.
Yes, he did. In fact, for Arrows, of course, it was also once on the books of Pirates. Never played though, and was up with Royal Eagles in the first division for joining Arrows. Slamming on the hammer then. The cut back, and Reines look to top, poke it over the line. Solis denied by Lina. Wow, Lina performing some heroics here in his first appearance of the season.
First, he makes the block, from Reines. which was excellent on its own. And then he gets up from there to make a double save. That was brilliant. And this is the strength of Salas, of course. He's a big, tall boy. And he's able to get as high as beyond everybody else attempt.
A double change coming up for Mamelodi Sundowns. But first, the corner in there. Glancing header there, but over the crossbar. Well, Ronaldo Lina here is making a statement. Great work here from Dunyelo.
Something that we haven't seen that much. This is Mujawu's game. And this is where maybe they miss him down, because he makes this run so consistently throughout the 90. But Mujawu comes through this time around and he gets a decent cross. Another opportunity lost for Mamelodi Sundowns. But they're creating the chances now. They're beginning to look more like the team that we know.
Now it's the turn of SEKHUKHUNE to attack. Esquivel, in terms of Bashiru. He threw in the force SEKHUKHUNE. Spoiling it out to Ghana. Going back to Ghana. Good first charge. Loses it. And as I said, the double change coming up from Mamelodi Sundowns. In fact, make it a triple change. Here comes the heavy artillery. Yabomo Gwena and Peter Shalulile. As well as Lucas Ribeiro Costa. Get you. Now let's see what Bukhaida can do here. Hazen. Good twisting and turning there from Charlie, who's just come on. Scored 4 goals last season for Swallows. But the door was left Charlie. Never scored. Is going to be replaced by Lucas Ribeiro Costa will it's a straight shot there with Lucas Ribeiro Costa. Top scorer now coming into the fray here, and this is it now, a show of intent. This is it now. They've already started putting the pressure on Sundowns, and now they are looking to really throw everything at it now. It's going to be total onslaught now from Mamelodi Sundowns. Thoughts on the changes then, William Shawer?
Makes a lot of sense for me. And the competitions obviously are going to even get better. You want to look for the understanding that the players do have. But again, the start made sense. if you think that these players are coming, or some coming from international duty, that there's a game on Tuesday that they need to refresh for. But right now, it's a decisive move by the coach to say, okay, it hasn't worked, but I've got this extra move that I can introduce.
Comes across, cleared away. Turn, the crowd enjoyed that. SEKHUKHUNE now looking to impose himself on that midfield area now. Cupido picks out, that was a bad challenge on Peter Shalubile. There will be a yellow card for sure here. There's a bad challenge, reckless.
Ramala, I think it is.
Yeah, Ramala goes into the book. Ellis Ramala. First yellow of the game.
Now
the boot is high, and
yeah. The question is, you ask yourself, isn't it taking one player? What is it doing defensively? But this is the situation. They're being forced to defend a bit more. And a lot of the attacking players are dropping further and further back to help defensively. Yes, we're preparing for the North African Giants. This is their game with those torches.
Allende looking for the run of Ibero Costa. Looking to make an immediate impact here. Well defended. And they'll get the free kick as well. Well, SEKHUKHUNE. This timing that challenge on Monare. MAMELODI Sundowns, who have scored 7 goals against SEKHUKHUNE this season. 3-0 in the home match in the Premiership, and then away they scored 4 in a 4-2 win. What's going on with the keeper there in the background? Is he cramping up a bit? Hasn't had it looks like he might have done himself a shoulder injury. He's had such a good game.
I think it's when he made that save, he might have hit his shoulder against the upright.
Back on his feet, I don't think he'll want to go off. He's had such a good game. He's definitely a contender already for man of the match. Back up and running. Some discomfort there from that shoulder though. We are now just under 20 minutes remaining now. And that we will have to go to extra time if required. And failing which, it will be down to penalties. No side has reached more semi-finals of the Nedbank Cup than MAMELODI Sundowns. As I said, they're looking to get there for the 15th time. Chiefs next best with this is in the PSL era, I should say. Chiefs have been there 11 occasions. They are already there this time around, looking to end a decade-long trophy drought. And going to have to do it the very hard way, given that they're going to have to face either one of these two teams, and either one of them will be difficult to beat. Chris went sliding in there.
I think it's the first put now. Look at this. That shaves his space. I don't know just how much.
Well, the reaction of the player is not necessarily about how hard the contact was, or even if there was any contact. The player is just trying to sometimes buy a free kick and think that it looks worse than it actually is. What a turn from Mohizo. The dummy then Rose now coming at wide here. Can they? Well, gets a second bite at it now. Can he put in a better cross? Ramala there. Charlie. Going to SEKHUKHUNE. We have offered very little in this half. They've been pinned back in their own half in the second half. Nicely done there from Ramala. Can he pick someone out in the box? Yes, he can. Couldn't organize his feet there, Moraila. Now, chance for Ibero Costa to go on a bit of a run there. Looks for Shalulile. Shalulile. So it will not surprise you to know that Peter Shalulile is the leading goal scorer in this fixture with 4 goals.
Feeling the effect of all the chasing and the pressing that he applied in that first half. We mentioned that this might just be the results of all the exertion of the first half.
Ramana, who hasn't played a lot of football this season, the former Press Kazakh Stars man, 11 appearances in total.
So is Mtunyelwa.
Yes,
many games.
Understudy to Kunzumudau, your appearances are going to be few and far between.
And then there's also Morena in front of you, who normally jumps in the case of Ndau maybe coming out or getting injured.
And he has come on, in fact, to replace Dunyera, who looks like he's struggling, who looked like he was starting to battle a bit with cramps there. Kibro, way by Moraila. Mohizo.
I've seen him in the second half.
Moraila again. Just pass it in hope, really. His strength, upper body strength there did Grant Kekana. Costa goes for a shot from a long way out. Given the form that Lina has been in tonight, that was
More like a back pass.
yeah, no, absolutely. He was gonna take something a bit more special than that to beat him. again, caused him problems. Through the cans here is Ibero Costa. Too close to Lina.
Very aggressive, Ribeiro. He doesn't get full laces onto that ball. The side foot. I think the sting of the shot was taken by the defenders. There was a lot of deflection that happened just before it got to him.
Very hard to dispossess once he gets into his running is Ribeiro. Now this chap is he calling for assistance again? I'm not sure he's going to be able to finish this game. William Shongwe looks like he's really battling. Is it the shoulder again?
No, this time around.
He's been busy though. These are just a sample of his saves here. William Shongwe took us through that.
Just make yourself big. And that's one example when a goalkeeper does that effectively. He gets a touch with his foot. And here's another from Dinhelo's cross. Reynolds tries to pocket. And again from Salah's header. This is the one I think that got his shoulder. Beautiful goalkeeping. Once again, it's about making yourself big.
Sundowns are going to make another change. They are preparing Jaden Adams. It's all-out attack now. As you can see, a double change also coming up for SEKHUKHUNE. In a moment, it's going to be SEKHUKHUNE first. And, right, now, as you can see, a double change also coming up for SEKHUKHUNE. In a moment, it's going to be SEKHUKHUNE first. And, right, let me get you, of course, William Shongwe, one of the men who's been on form for SEKHUKHUNE recently. He's been amongst the balls. I think that Ohizu's race is run.
Makes all the sense. In fact, I mentioned that in this second half is hardly. It's all the players that hasn't had a lot of game time that are seemingly struggling.
Jupiter and another was, of course, making only his fourth appearance in all competitions.
But he has hardly put a foot wrong.
Yeah. This is his first start, by the way, the first game he started for MAMELODI Sundowns. No, but he's a solid player, though. He's quality. So it's a defensive player off. And I think Miguel Cardoso taking the view that, well, he doesn't need a back four when there's so little coming from SEKHUKHUNE. Your thoughts?
Indeed. In fact, I think he actually defended with three. Dinheilo, as much as he didn't serve the purpose of a wing back, but it was meant for him to be able to be a bit more adventurous by pushing forward. That didn't happen. So, makes a lot of sense now. He might revert back to a four, if not continue with a three. But certainly there's no pressure mounted by SEKHUKHUNE. But now with the introduction of Bailey, maybe he's concerned about that as well. To say, okay, let's respond a little bit. We still got this game under control.
Andy Boyeli is one of those that has just come on. Ohizu, frustration for him. Not much of him in the second half. I was busy in the first, but I think he emptied the tank as well in that first half. With a lot of the pressing that he had to do as well. Boyeli, who's on 6 goals this season, he checks in. And he's making his second appearance in the Nedbank Cup. Andy Boyeli yet to open his account. Lapa, of course, who was also introduced, was a late call-up to the Bafana squad after Ubi Mudiba withdrew. Squad to be with his wife for the birth of their first child. Now Ibero Costa is in here, sets it up for Solis. Oh, went for power. When the net with the net at his mercy there. Came on to his left as well. What a chance that was.
That was a big chance. Excellent work by Ribeiro. You saw him make that run, but it's a late run, which was, I think, is what got the defenders. The expectation was Shalila was the more dangerous, but it's a good run. Yes, he went for power instead of placement. That failed him dismally. Open chance.
Big chance. So 5 goals so far for the Brazilian, including 1 in the Nedbank Cup. Here comes Sundowns again. Shalulile. Too many green jerseys in front of him. Jaden Adams looking to combine there with Yendo. What a chance that was for Artur Salles. Goes down again, much to the frustration of the Sundowns supporters. Did he take contact there though? Frustration for the Sundowns coach there. And just looking at Eric Tinkler. Well, his side have done well to stay in the game, especially in the second half, the way the second half has gone. And Lina wasn't really much in it there, was there?
The knee to the knee, Shalilis into the side of the goalkeeper's knee. That can hurt.
Here comes the live president of the referees fraternity, or rather the goalkeepers fraternity, William Shongwen. Always coming to the defense of the... And they kept tight on him there. But they're certainly upping the tempo the Sundowns now. Now they did actually, they dominated this second half, William Shaw. Just haven't been able, Lina has stood between them and the goal, and there's been a difference, I should say.
In a big way, massive.
Says no.
Not yet.
No way past Ronaldo Lina. Whoa.
Wow.
Laps at it. Skekana was looking more for a cutback rather than going for goal. They was looking to head it back into the kill zone. It was an awkward one for him. Did well to get it back into the kill zone, so to speak. Look at the attempts, 14-3. 8 on target.
That's a big number. It's an impressive number.
Well, that tells you how much work Ronaldo Lina has done. Gekan. We are nearing full time now. Extra time looms, and Sundowns have made all their changes, but of course, when you do go into extra time, both sides will get the option of an additional change. support. SEKHUKHUNE have only made 3 changes, so they still have options of 2 more, as even the pacey Morena couldn't get there. He's making his first appearance in this season's Nedbank Cup. Tapelo Morena,
as it hits the ground, skids away from him.
another who was on national duty. Sundowns, we have been so good at home this season across all competitions. This is their 20th home game, and they've lost just the 1 game at home all season as the flags up for offside. That 1 loss coming in the MT and the 8 against the Stellies. But since that Stellies defeat, Sundowns have had a 100% record at home. It's quite remarkable. They won 100% of their home domestic games since then. Played 14 and won 14. So it'll be quite something here if SEKHUKHUNE come away with a result, and very good work from Cardoso there.
He's also been brilliant, Cardoso.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes remaining before end of the game. 6 minutes.
Quarterfinal stages of this competition is the round when Sundowns have been knocked out the most in 6 times. They've been knocked out in the corners, and now they've conceded a late set piece here, and a rare chance in this second half was.
One good take by whoever takes it for SEKHUKHUNE to get past that wall, see what Ronald Williams can do. It's probably unsighted from the ball because of the long line, but it's some stage he's got to make sure that at least he sees the takeoff of the ball. But look at it.
Over the wall and get it to drop as well. He's well capable. He will be favored to strike this one, or maybe they might try to pull a surprise, since everybody will be expecting him to be the one he's the one directing the traffic. But Letlapa, they also in attendance as a decoy, but he might well be the man to strike it. Letlapa, who goes into the wall, disappointing from that kind of situation. So at this stage of the game, you want to be testing the keeper. For support, goes down a bit easily. Whoa! He's given a free kick just outside the box.
Obviously tackle. I think the
The challenge must have taken out of the, and he was. I think maybe he timed his fall perfectly. He's got a card in his hand as the referee, Mr. Kasa.
Chihuahua was very concerned. It's like, please, my friend, you're going to cost me a place in this team. But it's not even him, it's actually Cardoso that tangles with Salas.
It's going to be Daniel Cardoso, is it? Or Chavang Monares? Oh no, who's getting booked here? It is going to be Cardoso. He tries to walk away from the scene of the crime, or he can see what's coming his way. But Mr. Casa says, you know what you did. And there goes only the second yellow of the game. Daniel Cardoso joins Ellis Ramala in the book. So this is a set piece in a very dangerous position again. We had one at the other end where SEKHUKHUNE could have maybe snatched a late winner. Now that opportunity falls the way of Sundowns, and Sundowns with a wealth of talent in terms of who can take this one. Could be Lucas Ribeiro Costa. Match, thank you. Seems to favor the left-footed player more here, William.
Yes, indeed.
It would be Ribeiro Costa. Or Mubena would try to do something quite spectacular if he went for the right-footed player. Or maybe looks like but I am standing off there. Ribeiro, is he gonna go for goal himself? He does! Olina!
Unbelievable. That is a magnificent save.
What a performance by Ronaldo Lina. He has taken this opportunity. Oh my goodness, what a display. This is quite unbelievable from Ronaldo Lina. What he has done here, a man who last started for SEKHUKHUNE, nice feet from Morena. In March last year was his last start for SEKHUKHUNE, Ronaldo Lina. And he's just performed heroics after heroics. He has been the difference here. Work here, the Brazilians come.
Incredible. I'm trying to work it out. Where is the offside there? Because I thought the player that crossed it was.
Finish full time. Go extra time.
Or maybe he was already he's onside here. Or it's Shalulile who might have gained an unfair advantage because he was
offside. He's offside there, Shalulile.
But now he's not.
When the ball is delivered, I don't believe he was offside.
No, he wasn't.
I don't believe when the ball initially starts in an offside position, but
eventually the defensive line recovered to get behind the
Offside.
ball. No, that should have counted in favor of Sundowns.
Shalulile should have had his 5th goal against
Offside.
SEKHUKHUNE United. He hasn't scored this season against SEKHUKHUNE. That's how close he was. She looking like dressed up for the carnival.
She was formerly with Celtic, if you remember her very well.
Yeah, but I mean,
she's changed clothes.
Yeah, she's transferred.
Yes,
She got a clearance. Yeah, no, they had the benefit of viewing it again, but the referee gets one look. So that type of reaction, yes, they can feel correctly feel hard done by, but the referee and his assistants get one look at it.
Yeah. But they can't blame the ref this time. He had to basically bank on the...
Save from Ronaldo Lina. Oh, and a beautiful set piece taken.
Just spins away continuously. He barely gets his hand. He doesn't flick it away. He needed to just twist his palm just to turn it over the bar.
For Mali, of course, with that Ajax kick down. As it was then, Ronaldo Lina, wow. He's going to have a good night's sleep, isn't he? He's going to be sore tonight, but well worth it. He has really been the hero here, and he has ensured that this match will go into an additional period of 30 minutes extra time, because after 90 minutes, Mr. Skumbuzo Kasa has ended it at 0-0. Well, it was all about Sundowns in that second half, William Shongwe, but Ronaldo Lina had different ideas.
Look, the coach made the changes. It was clear a lot there.
Oh, fuck. Sundowns, rock.
Was one of the outstanding players. He certainly has put on a show here. I mentioned
Stopped an avalanche of the Sundowns attacks. Single himself.
Come on now.
I think if they are going to make another change, the referee, I think, wants some of the players to change
Who did this?
tops there on the bench. There's going to be one more change that Sundowns can make, but Eric Tinkler still has 3 more changes that he can make. Sundowns are going to throw on a change, another change. And it's Asavela, Asekoti, I should say Asekotiwani, looking to make an impression here against his former teammates.
If I remember well, he's a left fullback, so it must be Masheko maybe. That's going to make his way up.
Yeah, with the Masheko was also run out of gas.
Yeah.
Another player, another player who hasn't played too many matches. So Asekotiwani will come on for what will only be his 11th appearance of the season, his 3rd off the bench. Former SEKHUKHUNE United player.
He does run that line very well. So move our power into the wide areas. Remember, Sundowns doesn't play with an out-and-out wing. So they depend on the wing backs or full backs to make or to create the wing. So he fits in that department very well. Yes, it is my.
Kapinga checks in for SEKHUKHUNE United. Terence Mashiro is the player who's gone off to be replaced by Tiwani. And Kapinga giving a little bit of creativity to this attack of SEKHUKHUNE that has been subdued. That made way for SEKHUKHUNE was Sean Mukhaila, who's had also a very quiet night. Back then to Ronan Williams, who has been a spectator since really from the second half of the game. Kapinga is a player who we know can make things happen. By the way, he's also facing his former teammate here.
Indeed.
Sidi Kapinga, who also went off to Orlando Pirates. The chance here. And same outcome.
I just feel like Kapinga has never played to his full potential. The last time that we saw his true ability was when he was still at back level. And his move to MAMELODI Sundowns didn't quite reap the fruits, or should I say, show his true ability. I guess the competition was a little bit high, but also he didn't get the regular action that will help improve his game. Where he could play at full fitness.
This is his first appearance, by the way, in the Nedbank Cup this season. Player who joined from Orlando Pirates, as I indicated. He signed in October last year. He's got the 1 goal for SEKHUKHUNE. Sidi Kapinga scored in November in a 3-1 defeat against away at home to TS Galaxy. Can he be the man to make a difference here? And if nothing else, just do something to ease the pressure that SEKHUKHUNE have been under. gets the free kick. It's another chance for SEKHUKHUNE to do some damage. Abidina standing over it will be the man to deliver. Sent looking ball from Kapinga way by Sharulide, but the referee saw something he didn't like in there. The side have done well to deny Sundowns scoring chances. Yes, Morena has done well to deny them, or to keep them at bay for 90 minutes. But I think they'll have Ronaldo Lina to thank for that for the most part. 8 saves that he has made. The match between Polokwane City and Stellies. And there could be a chance here. Just that first touch too heavy. And the block this time could be Mokwena. Oh. Well. When this kind of thing happens, you start to think, is it going to be one of those nights?
This is great, but fantastic from Sundowns. I don't think you could actually fold them here. Okay, the first touch maybe from Ribeiro wasn't the best, but Allende here gets a full-on license on the ball. Just a block of bodies in front of him.
Look at this. Now Dolina will take his time. 8 saves, as I said, he's made in this game. That is extraordinary. Heavy touch then from Ribeiro. And follow up from Allende as well, blocked. And Mokwena couldn't keep it down.
Unfortunately, I think the first touch from Mokwena allows Bull to just run a little bit too forward for him. Eventually, when he took the strike, he was lunging forward.
So I was saying, he's made 8 saves, which is the most in this in the competition this season, beating the 7 saves that was made by Sabunga in the game between Stellies and Polokwane City. It was the Polokwane City keeper that was a busy man. Manuel Sapunga made 7. Also, who's been excellent tonight, making a crucial interception with Shalulile lurking in the background. Allende. Morena can control it. But I was saying that extra time would have been the last thing that Sundowns wanted ahead of their match coming up on Tuesday. They would have.
But Luke says 2 hours should be enough.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't
In
been
between.
they have expressed their unhappiness with the schedule. Reminder that SEKHUKHUNE United in their 8 previous matches against Sundowns have never won a match. Best they have done is a draw, just a single draw. Sundowns have won their last 5 in a row against SEKHUKHUNE. So This is a rarity here.
But as you said earlier, you know, cup games are just like that. They've got that nature about them.
Yeah, form and all things fly out the window. Even the one time that they did manage a draw, Sundowns did get on the score sheet. So this is the first time that Sundowns have failed to score against SEKHUKHUNE United. I say that, but of course we are into extra time now. There's still the possibility that they could score. As two South Americans trying to combine there. There's a few tired-looking bodies out there. It's been had. Game of great intensity. That second half was quite taxing as well on the because of the amount of
SEKHUKHUNE,
because of the amount of defending they had to do. The amount of what they had to do without the ball.
And also in the first half, the pressing higher. And you see that change, which is what I think gave Sundowns the time to be able to play a league. The pressing up front suddenly slowed down into a medium block, and then suddenly Sundowns started finding the spaces. And then SEKHUKHUNE needed to start chasing a whole lot more than they did in the first half. Eventually took its toll.
Drops the shoulder. Kapinga. It's a foul on Shalulile. Needless one. It's in a very dangerous position now. Look at that.
Yeah,
just needed to stay with him, show him the line, and just barges over him. And then I don't know what he's complaining about. It's a bad foul to give away. Don't think it's one that they can score direct from, but they certainly can put in a very dangerous ball. Can they finally get one past this man, MAMELODI Sundowns? He has achieved what no other SEKHUKHUNE United goalkeeper has achieved, and that is to stop Sundowns scoring. Oh, too much on that one. Switching play. Look, they find it one. In. Ekana Chumorena. SEKHUKHUNE get numbers behind the ball now. Oh, he's done well here as Lucas Ribeiro Costa setting it up for Sales. Indecisive. Had to pull the trigger there.
He didn't even need to stop the ball.
Didn't need a touch, pull the trigger first time.
That ball was rolling beautifully. It's not like it came too fast for him, that maybe he needed to bring it under control.
After such excellent work from his countrymen there to shake off the attentions of Cardoso. Yende. Calling for it on the far side. Eventually get to him via Jaden Adams. this, but crowd not happy with him there. Snail of Charlie, who came on as a sub. So you can expect foul by Tebo Mokwena. It's just a bit of relief for SEKHUKHUNE and give them an opportunity to now also get a look at the goals of Kapinga. It's a decent ball from Kapinga. Flag. Of the first period of extra time.
You're going to start saying something else is looming.
Are subscribe nipe nabo ini manje.
Yes, brilliant save. Brilliant save. Yes, it wasn't routine saves. You know, because he's made some key saves and he's in pain as well because he's taking a few bumps.
That's what he's acting.
Yeah, he's taking a few bumps and bruises as Ronaldo leader.
Hey.
I guess also the two coaches will start having a think about the penalties as well. The second period of going in there. It's been late in the night. The pre-match meal would have been
in there.
Timber Zwane
And Zwane.
Shigabala. Wow. It's been a while since we've seen him in action. Of course, was been out with a
Sundowns. Man,
to work this team going forward. Like I said, regardless of which way the results goes for him.
As we back underway then in the second period of extra time, still looking for the first goal of the match. Tuane. Tuane's once scored one of those ridiculous goals. Was that last season or the season before? And he scored from always the halfway line. Ball whipped in here by Morena. Flashes across and missed by everyone. In there, half a second thought about maybe having a go from. That's a long way out.
I guess maybe that's what was missing in this game. Shots from long range. And you know, it always favors the shooter. Because when it lands, the goalkeeper has no idea which way the ball is going to bounce. And as it lands as well, it takes off. It's always very difficult to deal with the ball.
As I said, when he builds up a head of steam, it becomes impossible to stop. But that's going to be a caution. I think he took one for the side of the team there, did Langa. He had to stop him. Suarez. And it was Tuane. Ender. Was that just before the full-time whistle?
Yes.
Okay. 2-1. Stabilile. Gets in a tangle and it's a ball played across there by there was Charlie. Lucky not to get booked. Just over 10 minutes to go before this one will be settled with kicks from the penalty spot. Now this will
which results in late reactions.
There was nowhere near that the ball there. Just like
15 PSL, beautiful cover drive.
No match.
for them, having an absolute ball.
A1.
The quarterfinals. They went on to all the way to go to the finals. That was 2 seasons ago, where they succumbed to awaiting the winner of this match. Peter Salulile, who has scored. See what Ibero was thinking there. And never really in control of that one.
Reminds me of a goal that he scored not so long ago, almost of the same fashion. Came high, but was able to improvise and
hit it on the volley.
On the volley. But not in ordinary volley, but he had to take it like from a very high position. But this time, I don't think he angled his body well. He lacked the agility that he applied in that day.
Jaden Adams hits it again, does Jaden Adams.
Idea.
Can SEKHUKHUNE snatch a victory? It's the first time that Eric Tickler and Cardoso have faced each other. For Cardoso, this is his 22nd match in charge of MAMELODI Sundowns in all competitions. He's 18th in the domestic league. He's won 16, drawn 2, and only 3 defeats. That's a decent record. A win rate of 76% so far. Rodani Mokoena, who was in charge for much longer, had an impressive win rate of 64% and almost achieved the unthinkable feat of going an entire season undefeated until Eric Tinkler's team came and rained on the parade.
The last game.
Very last game of the season. It was literally a matter of minutes. Good work from Mamo. They're in front of goal tonight.
But he has that more. What business? Once again, he gets a chance, but he still wants to get a second touch to it.
Yeah. Little over 3 minutes to play. Tebo Mokoena can produce something special. As Jaden Adams lets it run. And then you have those kind of numbers and then you go on to lose the game on penalties. Such is the nature of the game. It does happen. And he was named Coach of the Month, November, December, and then again in February. Not a bad return in such a so early into his spell as MAMELODI Sundowns coach. All those awards will mean nothing if he doesn't end up with a shiny trophy at the end of the season. Could be Mokoena trying to dance his way through. Oh!
In 8 minutes. Fuck. Come on now.
Hard here. Once again, Lila got.
Adams galloping away. Now just need to keep the ball and just see this one.
Try. This is what the coach is trying to do. Come on. Move on. Get in there. Make it happen.